customers.
Try the newest, cheapest, and fastest delivery na express sa service. Introducing Moto Express PH. You can now leave your shopping and delivery needs with us without much exposure and interaction to people outside. Mapa-grocery items, medicines, foods, and other essentials and halal-certified products, kami na ang mamimili at maghahatid sa'yo. Sinisigurado na ligtas, in good and quality condition ang mga pabili o orders sa delivery service na iyong i-avail. Para sa maayos at mabilis na delivery at order mo, ipamoto mo na. Download Moto Express PH app through Google Play that is built to deliver beyond your expectation. Tara na dito sa Moto Express. Dahil moto mo to.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It's Sunday again. It's what time is it? It's 10 a.m. here in the Philippines. And welcome to Usapang Halal. I'm from the Philippines, Ismail Abaya. And let's welcome my partner direct from Malaysia, brother Fakhir. Assalamualaikum, brother.
Waalaikumsalam. Sunday again, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're very fast. Yeah. Okay, how are you?
I'm fine, brother.
How are you?
I think
Fine.
I'm fine, very fine. How about you?
Me too. But in our condition, in our country right now, still continue. Continue about 2 weeks. Our MCO, or because of COVID-19, we don't have to go to allow go
Wow.
anywhere. Just
That's a problem globally, brother, no? And we have to
Yeah.
live with it, diba? It's a normal thing na. It's a new normal. That's why they're calling it new normal.
Yes, that's why I think it's a good that when I start my business also as using a motorbike. I think a delivery system. I think
Yeah.
focus on about June 2020 that I focused 100% supply the product, halal product. I mean only for halal chicken to all area in Sandakan, in my place. Because I think this COVID-19 never have the end story. I think still continue until now, but there's a very issue on our entrepreneur how to maintain survive on this COVID-19. I think
It will stay forever, brother, because they say that it will stay forever. That's why they invented na. They created the vaccine to have a safeguard, not to be afraid na because there's a vaccine. But on the economic side, we have to do something. We have to live with it. That the virus is still there, and it will not go away. So, what's our topic, brother, today?
Topic I put is a halal permits. Permits, I mean a building. It's the requirement. I think I have to understand this before we do to start our halal business. Because I think this is very important based on my experience. Even right now, I think when we want to start halal business and which category that we want to focus. Example, right now I focus on sheltering house, and then maybe others they have want to focus on produce a product, halal product. I mean set up the factory. So what requirement to them? I mean to apply this halal also relate to the condition of the building or premise. I think before we go further, I think before this, I think I have experience. Example, I want to produce a halal product like a food. We call in here we call a traditional food. It's a bahulu. It's like a bread. I think this product I produce in the normal shop. I mean, I ran the normal shop, and then I want to produce this. But when I go to I mean, our health department and also the Islamic department, uh, in two cases, Islamic department, they are okay, but on the other side, in the health department, they are not give a permission because the building is not suitable for factory. I mean, because we are want to produce the product, and then we just rental the shop. The status is commercial lot because here is commercial lot. But to go for the produce to the product, you have to go to the industry lot. So what happened? We cannot comply the certificate from the health department. So that's that thing we waste time and also money also. We go further for the halal certification. But this is very important because you have to know the halal permission. I mean, what is the category you want to apply for halal for the next halal? You have to also decide what is the uh, permit that you want to use. Uh, so in Sabah, actually they have not so many industrial lot. Yeah, industrial lot mean there are many requirement from our government. That's why there's only for the commercial lot. Then these are not allowed us to do. To apply the, the license for the industry. To apply. So because of that, we have problem to apply the halal certificates. To apply halal in here. So this, I think, how about Philippines? These are quite. I want to talk about this because normally, of course, they know that to apply halal is like any. For normal people, they know that if you want to apply the halal, you just have a permit, but they don't know what is the suitable permit for them. And then for me, I have experience. Even in Japan, also we have a halal kitchen. But for halal kitchen, yes, it's if you want to do halal kitchen, number one, in Malaysia, the requirement is you have to have a license. If you have license from the government, that means you can go for the application for this halal. But what business that you want to set up? If you're a halal kitchen, that means you can do in a commercial lot. That means you can rent or buy it and then do the halal kitchen. But for factory, for produce products, something you have to more uh, advance. Apply the the permit. From our government, and then after settle all the license from them, then we can start to apply this halal. Because in Malaysia, the requirement of the Islamic department set for us is to have a permit. Permit, that means the building. If you don't have a permit, you don't have a license, you cannot apply this halal. How about Philippines? I think how about Manila? Is it same? About studying.
Actually, we follow the benchmark of Malaysia. That's why
Yeah.
most of the certifier or halal
Mm.
certifying body in the Philippines, they follow the system of Malaysia.
Mm. Okay.
Almost the same, in short, brother. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. And imagine just to for example in shopping mall, if you have a
Mhm.
shopping mall, is it? I think in Malaysia that shopping mall like a big shopping mall, they have many zone areas. I mean they have a food court, food store. The area that people come and then dining there. And then also the shopping area is separate. And then also the like others, I think franchise as a kiosk. example, McDonald's, they have maybe they have food. I think in one building they can apply many certification, not only one. Example, in our area, example, in Bataras, we have a year we call it a Bataras shopping mall. They have a many shop lot there, and then for franchise like a McDonald's, Pizza Hut, that they can apply because they have a separate for them. They have a system in the building that we can separate shop lot by shop lot. That's why this is very important. I mean, even inside the one big shopping mall, they have a layout for this short lot that they can apply because sometimes this an issue because sometimes when we have a building, inside the building we don't have a separate area. I mean, they have a one hall only. That only we one apply for one, but they have to do the layout inside the building to very clear about the flow of this. I mean, process after. Even in factory, I think they are more focused. I mean, it's a very proper. I think factory is even they are when they are set up this factory, they have to think about layout from the beginning, from the in process and also outgoing. So that's why they have a proper storage for incoming part, incoming for the food that they want to need a cool storage. And then after that, they have also the storage is in logistic. I mean, after the finished good product, they put this. They have a one area. This in the factory. That's why I think more properly. I mean, to manage inside the factory is better than in the shop lot because in the shop lot this only a place that we located our kitchen. Example, we call like franchise product. Even they are small kitchen, but they can apply for this because they have a layout from the incoming product. That's a very important because the building without the flow is it quite difficult to apply this. I have experience because if you rent the building, they have no area to separate the incoming product and the finished good product. That's a very critical. How that they have only one door or one exit, one it's the same. That is a very also critical if you want to set up and to apply the halal. That's the one I want to mention in this halal. So that's why to select the good permits is also help you uh, to get halal certification in easily. I think, but and one story in Japan, I think they have very small outlet there. We cannot rent a big place. We just can rent the small. How that we are try to do, we renovate back this. Renovate again, and then the one thing that in the building we have to separate is our I call it toilet. Toilet is a very critical. If you the location or located inside your kitchen, I think you have to separate it. You have to renovate it to separate the toilet and also the kitchen. This is very important to know because many building they have already set up the toilet inside and very near to our kitchen, to our process. I think quite difficult also to get approval. Even from health department, they are worried about the location of our. And then what we can share actually example now I do the halal consultation for one of the permits that they are many product. They produce many product like cookies and then also the bread and then also cake. They have many product. Then from the starting, I think they have to know also when you have a building, set up the factory, you have also the area for people, especially for Muslim. Uh, it's a prayer area. It's a prayer area one uh, in your factory, and then second is preparation for your workers to do your. When they come, they have a special area for them to do the uh, replace your uniform something, and then prepare the PPE they're using before they enter to the factory. And the other thing that I want to share is talking about the route or flow for people, for workers, and for the uh, product. It's a line enter for workers and also have to separate because they cannot be same door to in the same door because this we have issue on continental. So I think many entrepreneur over there, I think maybe when they decide to they have this one to tackle first to give them understand first what is the requirement based on our halal our requirement from the health department to set up our place our premise because these are very critical when you cannot meet this requirement because you have to maybe change or move to another place. But for me also, I have an experience this because last I invest more to this premise, do the renovation. At the last, we cannot proceed for the halal because of uh, sorry to say, in Sabah, they have one requirement, another requirement from the health department. For halal Islamic department is okay, but another requirement from our health department, they are not approved that our building become as a factory. So this because of commercial law that I can say, and they have the facility is not meet their requirement. That's why we have to move to others place, and it will be a waste of time, money for entrepreneur when they don't know how the requirement for this. I think these are quite difficult to explain. But for me, it's when you start from zero, you have to know what is the important thing to start. Not only the requirement, halal, no halal ingredient and thing, but the permits also you have to take. To have understand what is requirement based on this. I have done, but this is sharing about my experience also. I have two experience about this, and then others is about how to manage the proper kitchen and thing. That is another one, and then requirement from health department. Example, you have to cover your lamp. You have a special ventilation system, and also the others is like the pet control. There's others requirement uh, when you apply. I think okay. What is the important? I think I don't know what is the uh, like example in Philippines, Manila also. Now, do you have a special like industrial zone in there? It's on for the we call here is a SME or small industry. It's a or in small medium industry. In Malaysia, we call it a small medium industry. Do you have this in Manila, or you have to build up your own factory? Or because in Sabah we have this, but either you want to buy or rent, and then located in the good area also. It's near to the road and something. They have all the facility that we can do. In Sabah also, in Sandakan also, we have many many factory area, many factory lot. If we want to do the product in Sabah, but until now it's empty. Not many entrepreneur in Sabah want to produce a product. Mostly they open for workshop. Workshop mean for the car maintenance something. But hopefully, it's my plan also in Sabah. It's a plan to do the like a hub, halal hub. I think in Sabah, I told you that because when we talk about permits, it's a proper permit. Number one, if we set up our own, of course they have many investment. But if your government or your local authority, they have a place specialist for to produce a blood. I think it's better in Manila also. If you have one special area, we can also develop. It's like a halal hub. They're all
Yes.
together do this, which are many kind of a product. In Sabah, I just know yesterday that my friend taught in Kota Kinabalu, they have one specific area that now our government has set up as a halal hub for Sabah. It's near to the Kota Kinabalu. I'm very happy to hear that because until today I'm not hear about Sabah want to set up like a halal. And then I hear also they are very comfortable for the entrepreneur to do the product and also to apply the halal. I mean the condition of permit is already as per what requirement inside based on the all the item that we have to complete in our health department and also the Islamic department. Then how about Manila? I think you have any idea or do you have already the place? Okay.
Actually, that's one of our dream, brother Al,
Mm-hmm.
to have a
Yeah.
halal hub. The
Mm-hmm.
thing is, we're still developing the raw materials to be
Mm-hmm.
halal certified because you cannot create a finished product or a processed product once you don't have the enough raw materials. So that's a problem of the farm or the producer of the raw mat. We have to
Mm-hmm.
educate them and educate them uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh, regularly so that if we will convince the processor or the one who will produce something to create
Mm-hmm.
a halal finished product, we have no problem because we have lots of raw materials. When it comes to halal hub, that is the main concern of our halal tourism project.
Yeah.
Because the problem in the tourism, you can easily invite people coming in the Philippines, develop the halal tourism. We have lots of hotels in the Philippines. We have lots of tourist spot. But the
Mm-hmm.
problem, we don't have any enough food,
Mm-hmm.
halal food that can guarantee that is really halal certified.
Hello.
So the halal hub area is a very ideal project for us to
Yeah.
implement everything. Okay. Once you have a halal hub, just like in Singapore, there is
Mm-hmm.
a food court that everything, every food there, from the drinks to the dessert, main dish, any food are halal certified.
In
Yeah,
what
that's a
element?
good thing
Yeah.
about Singapore. You can go to
Yeah.
the place, you have nothing to worry because every stall, I think, what do you call that? What do you call that in Singapore? What do you call that? Food court in Singapore.
Mm-hmm.
You can immediately find every block there's a halal hub food stall.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they're very successful in inviting
Singapore.
people or tourists from Malaysia,
Mm-hmm.
Indonesia, Middle East, Dubai, and other countries. Yeah. And
Yeah.
the government is very strict that if you will promote that your halal, your stall, even a small stall, you can easily see that there's a permit aside from a business permit. They're posting the halal certification permit.
Mhm. Yeah.
So very developed system of telling the tourists that here we have a halal hub, we have a halal food stall, even in a small what they call that place when you can eat chicken and rice. Not the big one, not the biggest multinational food chain,
Yeah.
even the small stall selling simple comfort food, they post that it's a halal certified kitchen, halal certified stall. So you have nothing to worry that the food they serve there is halal
Yeah.
certified. That's why the
Mm.
tourists are very safe to go to Singapore. Yeah. The government is very strict about it. In the
Yeah.
Philippines, that's not yet a reality, brother Fakhir.
Yeah.
Our problem is on the grassroots level. Actually, we are not yet in the infancy stage because
Yeah.
infancy meaning you're training them to walk, infant
Yeah.
like a baby. Once you have an infant, a baby already, okay, you're training them to walk. But in the
Yeah.
Philippines, I think we have not yet reached the infancy stage. We're just planning to have an infant.
Yeah.
That's the reality. But
But
that big problem is also a big opportunity for
yeah.
us, especially the micro entrepreneur, because the big
Yeah.
companies in the Philippines, they're already halal certified. They're
Mm.
exporting actually globally, but
Mm.
you cannot convince them to participate in this advocacy or to develop the infrastructure in the Philippines because for them they will just export their product globally. So
Yeah.
the micro entrepreneur is the one is the future. The micro entrepreneur will be our hope to develop this halal hub or the halal infrastructure because they're small and they're thinking of how to penetrate the market. They don't want to compete with the big companies. They cannot export their product because they lack resources. They lack
Mm.
permit because if you're going to export your product, you need so much permit, di ba?
Yeah.
Permit locally is hard for them. Internationally, it's too hard for them. And when you export your product, we will talk about quality, the documentation, the bulk, meaning they will order bulk order and they have the
A
problem
big
of
volume.
raw
Yeah.
materials and how to
Yeah.
produce process the product and so forth
Yeah.
and so on. But that will be a big problem, but a big problem is also a very big opportunity for us here in the Philippines. That's why
Yeah.
it's a challenge, but it's a great challenge, and I think it's a very rewarding challenge for us if we can develop that, brother Arbakir, together with
Yeah.
you, brother, being an advocate
Yeah.
also.
I actually study also in Palawan, the condition. Maybe
Yes.
using a Google Earth to see what is the condition. Okay, but I can really hotel is very good. I think I can say that the hotel there is very exclusive. I think hopefully they have a very good. I think I mean my perception is that the hotel have with a good kitchen. I think they want to promote the halal there. But in terms of the restaurant, I think when you say the halal, food. to apply based on the condition of the premise, I think is quite far from the requirement, and because they have to set up a good place, I mean a good building to set up the halal food. But I think for hotel, it's no problem. I think if I am lucky, I want to go there. But from here to Palawan, is I have to go to the Manila, of course. I check. It's not direct, but we have one port. If you want to go to Palawan from the Kudat, we call here is Kudat. You can go direct to Palawan. It's quite near from the Kudat.
Yes.
I already studied there.
By boat. Brother, by
Yes,
boat.
by boat. It's a direct. It's a special. For charter. We have a charter. It's not a daily. Like a ferry, we go more from Sabah. From
Ferry.
Sandakan also, we go to Sambuanga port and others.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it's a direct. They have two areas, but not on the go to the Palawan. It's a Zamboanga and Mindanao area there. But okay, when I know what my focus is today is to open up the mindset of how to start with a good premise. I mean, for me also, even now I have a project on our agency. One of the agency need to find the entrepreneur in our local right now. And then I know the condition of the number one, the operation place. I can imagine, of course, inside their kitchen, and they do in home base. It's quite difficult to do. I mean, to apply if you don't move to the others' premise. That's why I think I have a proposal to our using this agency to set up as a small halal zone in Sandakan. This is my proposal. I have a lot of opportunity here because we have a place, and then but need investment to do to buy this area to become as a halal hub for Sandakan. But I think in Manila is quite still starting because they have many issues have to tackle first. But in Sabah, I think these are my target for 2021. Hopefully, we can cooperate with our government or agency. We call here is a MARA. Hopefully, because MARA has start. MARA is one of under government agency. They are focused on entrepreneur to develop the entrepreneur in Malaysia. Even any entrepreneur, but we want to focus on halal to build up a halal in Sabah. That's why I think the one the first step I want to set up is the place. Permit like a factory, small we call small industrial lot, or it's not big because we know but it's a small. We call here is a light industry. Light industry. We have many light industry here, and one of thing we can start. I already rent one area there to set up the small factory to produce one frozen product. Is frozen. So that's why based on my experience last period, of course, when you apply, because I want to start and then to apply to ready for halal. I mean, the promise is already for halal. That's my target for this project. So I don't want to macam to step by step. Like example, we just do the product and then after that develop the product first, and then after that then we want to apply the halal. And then when we know that we need area, others we cannot apply on this premise. We have to move to other. Then we have to move again because that's why I think today I want to more focus on this halal premise, because to set up this halal premise is very important, because we know that our agency also very concerned about the condition of premise if we want, because they are talking about safe about our food that we are produce. When we talk about home-based kitchen, of course, it's not it's not suitable to produce the product from there. Of course, cannot apply the halal. And when you don't have a license, also in Malaysia, of course, you cannot apply halal. That's why it's very important. Also, we have to know about what is the suitable location and also the permit that we have to set up before we do the product. Okay, okay, that is the criteria, I think. But how about the shopping mall, Mr. Ismail? Do you have I mean, I just know about this because from our in charge person in Islamic department that the shopping mall also can apply the halal. Do you hear that? I mean hear about that? Example, your halal, one halal.
Okay. Actually, the shopping mall, we have so much shopping mall. Actually, we have Philippines has the most shopping mall in the world. Everywhere we have lots of malls. But the problem, the halal is mixed with the non-halal. They're not complying. You cannot just put a halal section in a mall because we have to look at the warehouse, the logistic, and how to have a definitely there will be a accidental, indirect, and direct contamination. That's why I created a concept of one halal convenience store, and I franchise it. And luckily, we were able to set it up. And now, because of the pandemic, we were able to set up a online mall in partnership with other halal mall online. Halal online mall, brother. You can put your product online.
It's a platform.
Shopping mall, and we have a delivery already. And that's why I need your help, brother, because right now I'm franchising. I'm opening the door to any Muslim brothers and sisters and non-Muslim to put up a franchise of that one halal convenience store. Everything inside is halal, from fresh product, meat, vegetable, fruits, processed product of meat, processed product of whatever, and other grocery item. All product inside are halal certified. Because you cannot find that kind of there's a famous 7-Eleven franchise, but they're selling not halal certified. Actually, they're selling liquor, they're selling beer, they're selling cigarette, and they're selling item that is there's a pork in a canned good that is mixed with pork or really pork in can. So that's why I created the first. Luckily, I was the first to create a convenience store franchise that is halal certified. And luckily, brother, we're opening after the problem of pandemic. We converted a pivot into a online mall. Now we have a physical store coming in. That's why I need your help in South Africa. Hopefully, we can open it in the next 100 days. And I need, because in Africa, they're not similar to the Philippines. There is no enough halal certified product there. So it's like Singapore. They don't produce product, so most of their product coming from Malaysia and other countries. Okay, so hopefully we can collaborate, brother, and you can also get other affiliates so that we can consolidate product from Malaysia halal certified and export it to South Africa.
South Africa. Okay.
So, imagine you were surprised that we're setting up a store in South Africa, brother.
But I think South Africa also need our halal because they have also Muslim community.
Yes.
I know.
Actually, our franchise partner there is a Muslim.
Alhamdulillah.
So we hopefully Malaysian product, brother, you can consolidate them. Talk to anybody that can export, because there are many. We need a team in Malaysia that consolidating you can lead that, consolidate all the
Yeah.
halal product in Malaysia because you have lots of product there, and
Yeah.
export it to uh, to South Africa, and also some
Mm.
product from the Philippines, so that we can help the economy, the halal industry, uh, because halal naman is international, global, not only you cannot just sell in your country. You have
Yeah.
to help also
Yeah.
the whole community, the global community of halal advocate. I'm
Yeah.
talking about halal. I'm saying it's advocate because we're not just talking about people that is a Muslim, because it's not a Muslim
Yeah.
food. Halal advocate means it can be a Christian that is health conscious, and they know the
Mm.
value of the logo or the mark of
Yeah.
the halal logo, that
Yeah.
it's clean, safe, healthy to eat. And because today is a pandemic world, and you need
Yeah.
to be healthy, and you need to boost your immune system to cope up, to fight against this unseen enemy,
Yeah.
brother, which is the COVID. Okay.
I think,
Okay.
yeah, for me, I think it's a good when I hear that you are already set up all this. I mean, for me, is even even I do the halal, NGO everything. I just start in Sabah also, but right now I also helping many entrepreneur to develop their product. I mean, until they get a halal, because when we talk halal, with a halal logo Malaysia, they can export to anywhere because the
Yes, yes.
requirement is already there. Because the requirement, I think when the product with a halal logo, they can export to many countries. So that's why I think today, Alhamdulillah, I think I have a community also here. Of course, quite a new community, but hopefully can support for this halal business in Malaysia. It's not for Sabah, but I joined this as a Malaysia collaboration between all the entrepreneur that do halal in Malaysia. But I think to help also in Sabah right now, I think in Philippines also, there are many entrepreneurs to help them to set up this. For the, export the product from Malaysia to any country. Example, we have, of course, we have a team. We have a team because
Yes.
this I need some investment because to buy from the, to collect from the, what I do right now to collect from the one, supplier to the other supplier. Even I have now about 100 plus item, and then also do the halal, the platform is an online platform also uh, to supply this to the customer and to go to the customer using also the runner, the delivery system that also using the application in the, I think what Mr. Ismail do also, and I think what I do here is it's a very similar, I think, based on our idea. Hopefully, after this, we can focus to export from Malaysia and also from Philippines to others. Hopefully, I
Yeah.
think for local we have already or done everything. For me also, but now it's a time for me to develop more entrepreneur in Sabah. I mean
Yes.
Sanakan especially. I think the idea to develop is more to focus on the number one is to strengthen the company. Number one, to strengthen the company to get the license, to get all the requirement from the any agency that they need. Then after that, we focus on the product. And then, what is the product, and then we can try to give some example that packaging, mostly packaging, have to make this ready to export. The product already, even they do some local like traditional food, but I think they can change the packaging and then make this very really interesting for people to buy. I think the packaging also is quite important to sell the product. And then we have a platform. After that, also platform we call it a halal online shop, still under development. Yeah. Instead, one Malaysia, we try to do this. Okay. And then I think it's I think it's a good opportunity also when we talk about I mean the opportunity to export to South Africa. I think because when I start this Usapang Halal, of course, my idea is more to focus on to give or to brief some idea or many idea on halal and Q&A. But I think it's more. Usapang Halal is I think it's more than that. We can also
Yeah.
collaborate
Yeah.
together any idea, and then we can try to.
Anyway, brother, we have
So
no time. Maybe you can
yeah,
send message to the viewer,
mm,
the closing remark, so that they can
yeah,
and what they're going to expect by next week. Our topic. You have the floor,
yeah.
brother.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for watching Usapang Halal for today. And yeah. Okay. So today we talk about the halal permits. That I think this is one of the category that we have to know or need to understand the requirement before we start the halal business. So I think for the next week we try to focus on the way that we want to export the halal product to the global market. So I think this episode, I mean this title is more focused on how that you want to bring the product halal product to the global market, especially your how to ready your product. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Mm.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sukran,
Yeah,
brother. See you again next
yeah,
week. Bye
yeah. Thank
bye.
you. See you next week.
Thank you. Thank you.